Today is March 29th, 2021. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting Philosophy 101, Answers to the Meaning of Life, Part 1. My main message: life has meaning when you define your own purpose. You must choose how you're going to live your life, since for all you know, this is the only one you are privileged to live. There are no second chances. You must live your life faced with impermanence and mortality. Nothing lasts forever except perhaps the creator of life, so you must live your life deliberately, holding back nothing from your devotion to however you define your purpose for living a meaningful life. In my previous presentation, Philosophy 101, I discovered 4 philosophical questions related to the meaning and purpose of life, setting the background as to why there are so few answers to those questions. Given the absence of answers, since no human is privileged to know the mind of God, humans are forced to make their own choices as to how to live a life of meaning. Given that you have life, you must choose how to live it meaningfully. During the next 3 presentations, I will offer 9 different options for living a meaningful life, as suggested by the best and brightest philosophers throughout the ages, with the first 3 options in this presentation. The first answer to how to live a meaningful life is to connect to a higher power and live according to transcendent rules. This implies a belief in a creator and an eventual return to an afterlife even after death. A meaningful life is one of continuity and connection with the past and present. Your life purpose is to live according to God's intention for his creation as a connection between past and future. Many people believe that the only way to live a meaningful life is to live it according to the purposes of a higher power who created them. If you believe humans were created for a purpose, and if you believe this purpose has been handed down by God to the religious leaders of the day, then by following these religious rules, you live a meaningful life. By following God's rules, you can expect to receive the Creator's blessings and live a satisfying and worthwhile life. A second answer for how to live a meaningful life is to connect to others and live in harmony with them. Most likely you believe that your purpose is based upon an interdependence on others, that a meaningful life is living well with others and making a social difference. Your purpose is to perform whatever social roles and duties you choose. Humans cannot survive alone, but only in the company of and with the cooperative interactions with others. To the extent that you contribute to and get along with others, you will live a meaningful life, a life of acceptance, respect, and love from others. A third answer to how to live a meaningful life is the avoidance of suffering for yourself and others. Most likely you believe that a good life is without suffering and actually ending in a good death, that is, one without pain and suffering. A meaningful life to you is one without deprivation and emotional suffering. Your life purpose is to eliminate suffering from all sources for yourself and others. Living a short, impermanent life, the mortality of humans means that any disaster could lead to sickness, injury, or worse, even an early death. The fear of hardship, pain, and death drives many personal decisions. In a quest to live a satisfying, worthwhile life depends upon staying strong and healthy, both mentally and physically. By avoiding deprivation and suffering from any source, you can expect to live a meaningful life, pursuing whatever personal aspirations that drive you. My final message is that a meaningful life is one lived for a personally chosen purpose. A person's highest beliefs, their deepest needs, and their noblest achievements and aspirations are what motivates them and gives their life meaning. What are your dominant sources of satisfaction and what makes your life worthwhile? The answer to this question gives you a clue as to what is the meaning of your life. Are you driven by the love of a higher power, the love of family and other people, or the avoidance of suffering? Perhaps all 3. Wherever you invest your time, That is where you will find your meaning. The meaning in life in general, however, only God knows for sure. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.